Hey, what's up guys? What's going on? Adam here from Well Woven, and I just wanted to hop on and just talk a little bit about what I'm up to today as it relates to Heartbeat. I was just actually going through and changing some of the old Vercel database and some of the keys in the database. Originally we were calling it Invoice App, but now it's called Heartbeat. So today I've just been playing around with Heartbeat and just trying to actually work on a few different things. I'll talk a little bit through what I've been working on today. Fixed login issues for users. So we recently added Google single sign-on. So let's see if I have it here. Basically, we added this here. And what I'm trying to get working today is the sign-on. Right now it's just like beta. So anyways, what I'm trying to get done is to click the Google sign-on, or you use email instead, and after you enter your information, you are logged in, or you're creating your account. Both ways, it's solving both use cases. So I've worked through the Google sign-up. I set up the key with Google credentials in their APIs and connections. That's resolved. And then the part that I'm resolving right now is when a new user is created, to make sure that they're getting clean. There's no demo data. They're getting a clean and secure version of the platform, so that data there is not blending with any demo data, essentially. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on. After I get that fundamentally figured out, resolved, I'm going to then improve the sign up process, either manual entry, username, password, and just kind of get that workflow worked out. After that, what I want to do is to make sure that when you're a brand new user, you're going to get recommendations, hover over recommendations with an opt-in feature. Basically creating a flow for new users that will have some hoverovers to give some suggestions on how to use the app, key fundamentals of the app, or key pointers that can get people going. That's my mission on this for the day. Also, what I did was I worked on the marketing. This was yesterday, but just to catch up to speed, I worked on the positioning. And I want to really be clear on who the target customer is, who the creators of this app are, and what our mission is. And just to highlight that briefly, well, let's start at the top here. We started Heartbeat because we knew what it felt like to lose sleep over cash flow, to wonder if that payment went through, to dig through boxes of receipts at a time. Every entrepreneur deserves clarity. Your business isn't just numbers on a spreadsheet, it's your dream taking shape, one transaction at a time. We believe that Main Street businesses are the backbone of America. Side note, I don't know if I love that. I don't know if businesses think of themselves as Main Street. I guess like in government, we consider it Main Street. So I think people get it. Stylistic thing. We'll come back to that. But you create jobs, serve communities, and build the future. You deserve tools that match your ambition. And so choose liner. Hopefully get this to one line. But basically, stop chasing paperwork. Keep building your future. We're here to empower you to build your future, and your financial operations are the heartbeat of your business. And so we know that you work hard for every dollar. We help you keep it on your radar. And we just kind of kicking off into that. And so again, it's a feature list about user testimonials, etc. These are mock, but trying to build out what this would look like as a product. So yeah, that's really what I'm after. Really, I want to do the work of supporting businesses to grow their business, focus on their product, focus on their customers, not have to worry about reconciling a checkbook or reconciling their bank account, mapping credit card transactions. It's a huge problem, and there's already companies working on this, but I believe it's a pivotal point in history. We're kind of at the 1960s of technology. I feel kind of like a kid again, like the personal computer, as it relates to the ability of basically AI and agents that can work on your business, good agents, secure agents that can work on your business and help do some of the grunt work of accounting, organization, and ultimately from accounting, what we want to know is what we need to do to continue to grow. How do we make a profit? How can we potentially get a leverage for lending if we want to expand our business, or if we want to renovate it to make it more attractive to our customers, or invest in product? How can we do that more effectively? That's the ultimate mission with this product. I'm a small business owner. I grew up in a small business, family to or kids, a child to one of three kids to parents. My dad started a computer shop after working in a gas station. It was the mid 80s, and he started working for a computer hardware manufacturing company, and He discovered computers, was excited, started a computer hardware, like a PC repair shop. Or at those days, it was an emerging sort of business type, like a solo business type, basically a shop to sell computers, to service them. I grew up in that world. From 85 is when I was born, so I was probably there in the late 80s, early 90s. I was there when he moved his stores. I kind of just grew up in that because it was just such an exciting time. It's 2025. That was the PC revolution, and now we're at the AI, I don't know, should we say this new frontier, I think, without sounding like too Star Trek or too Iron Man. We're in a new phase where we have good intelligence, right? And we want to make sure that it's good intelligence and good AI tools that are designed, programmed, and made to support specific functions. And in this case, I'm focused on is around invoices. To start with, really just simplifying paperwork or digital, because you can say those subscriptions to, Netflix, or if it's to your cable provider, your telephone company. I use Midjourney for image generation. All of us have probably more than a dozen subscriptions every month. Between personal and business, definitely more than a dozen. So how can we organize that? How can we just I want to take care of just like the paper part first. Then I want to take this downstream and try to work with agents that can help us business more effectively, specifically the accounting and the finance operations more effectively. My background by trade, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a product guy. However, having been a shareholder in multiple small businesses or an owner of a small business, I know what it's like. You are ultimately responsible for making sure that vendors get paid, your customers pay you, and that you keep enough money to pay your employees, and hopefully you can pay yourself a salary, right? At least in the early days. I'm sure as your business matures and grows, that's going to change, of course. But yeah, that's what I'm up to. That's what I'm doing. And I'm in Cursor right now, kind of working through it, what it's looking like right now. Oh, we got a little bit of bug. Let's see right here. We're actually just about to push. There we go. I think that's why. We made some updates. So we're just pushing it live to the front end. So it's kind of in limbo of code updates. So let me just back this up. You should see once this is complete, once the build is done, we should see a much more complete version. Other things that I'm focused on for this product is security, bank level security. I'm looking actually to connect with the people that are experts in this area, especially with financial technology, on security, maximum level security. Think about the security of Apple devices, or think about the security level that banks want that have, and just like the best tools, like WhatsApp in some ways, and how they prioritize encryption, although their original sort of really simple, low friction, very efficient in terms of its performance and the way it loads content and the way it's architected to work. Basically, WhatsApp and Apple, that level of security and performance. So cool. What we're looking at here, this is just related to the demo data. As I've mentioned to you before, we have, when you create a new account, we want you to be able to, this must be because I'm recording the screen. Let me see something. I see, so it's looking like the flickering is happening because multiple auth state changes and redirects happening simultaneously. And that's a result of the Google login that I shared earlier. That's causing that to happen. So we will get some solutions to that. So, guys, where am I at right now? Where I'm at with this right now, just trying to build a MVP, minimum viable product, a basic version of the idea that I can go and show people. And down the line, a couple steps later, is actually give to beta users so that they can test it. I can ask them questions. I can try to learn about what they're doing, what they're saying, what they're asking. Taking notes from Eric Ries. Eric Ries, he had a great book. I'm blanking on the name. Eric Ries, The Startup Manual, I think it was. I'm blanking on this. The Lean Startup. It's a classic book. Highly recommend it. This is one of the most prolific books on starting or building products in technology. It's over 10 years old at this point. I guess he's done some updates to it. Looks like this video looks pretty recent. He's aged quite a bit. It's October 2023, but classic book on sort of building products and technology. This is my first product, but my goal here is to create something that I can show other people, give to you test users, and be able to prove out the idea. And then from there, recruit and build a team that wants to come on this mission with me to do good, to support business, to help people achieve their dreams, and help the overlooked part of they're not really overlooked, but I think there's so much technology being built for the largest companies, mid-sized companies, for e-commerce companies. Where I want to focus on is the Guatemalan restaurant, that Mexican restaurant, the Greek restaurant, the coffee shop that just opened up down the line, the nail salon that's down the line, the dry cleaners, the maid cleaning service, the selling hot dogs, maybe out days a week. It's a full-time job almost, but he's an accounting staff. He doesn't have an operations manager. It's he or she running the show, or husband and wife running the show. So this is like food carts. There's a lot of technology out there. I don't think that we're necessarily going to be the first, but I know we're going to build the best product ever. Well, I'll say the most secure, the most reliable, the most thoughtful about the use case of those customers. Build something that really is designed for the target audience, which are small business. I don't want to say small business because small business can become big business if it can continue to focus on their product, their customers, and build the business and market it rather than dealing a little bit less. Give owners back a handful of hours every week. Over the course of a year, that's almost 200 hours. That's like 4 weeks. That's a month almost of working. That's what we're after. We're going to build a great product that connects. I'm going to need support. I'm going to need a team that's much smarter than me, that knows the security parts that I was talking about and the ethics and the values that are at the ethos of this app, which I was talking about before, that understand technology, that are on the mission of building agentic tools that are going to just change the game for really that want to do good. That's smart, want to do good, and from there validate this over the next couple of years. We're not trying to, and we have there's a very big chance this fails, but we're going to try, and we'll give it a shot. We're going to try. We're not going to spend millions of dollars on this. We're not going to raise money. We're just going to build this out, grind it out, save people if we can build tools that are going to help. There, that's it. That's my diary entry for today. I wanted to just share this. Let's see where we're at. Sorry I didn't have a version of the app to show today, or demo. Let's see here. We're just pushing this live to production. All right, so we fixed it. Was able to get it to avoid that conflict of the authorization when logging in, which was causing the flickering. So apologies. Here it is. So you log in, you click your Google account, and your account is up. That's what it's supposed to look. The platform right now, there's more coming along, but just real quick, there's some features that are next on the list. So scanning and snapping a bill is going to automatically scan it, capture all the data in it, bring it into the application. You're going to know what vendor, what category, when invoices due, and then when you want to pay, you're going to just talk to the app. The app's going to register your payment. So if it's a vendor you're paying by ACH, you just say, hey, I paid by ACH, reference number 44, whatever it is, and then you're just going to click submit, and it's recorded. We did have the ability to connect directly with your bank or to pay a vendor through the app. This is more for just keeping things organized. So when your accountant says, hey, can I see your books, or can I see so all be organized. All you do is click export. Use them. What do you send? The last 30 days, this month, boom, click continue to format. It's going to send them an Excel spreadsheet, a CSV file, PDF, QuickBooks ready, whatever needed by the accountant or whatever your is. And that's it. That's some of the most simple features that we just want to get in the hands of some potential beta users. Thank you so much again for tuning into this video. I'm going to continue to produce videos like this to share the journey of building the app. I want to get to know the community, whether small business, other folks that are developing ideas in 2025. So thank you guys so much again, and I'll see you on the next one.